Our community, Hong Kong, just lifted 1 million people out of poverty. Or did we? The media is reporting a very different story. They say that new government statistics reveal that a record high of 1.65 million people, that's almost 1 in 4 Hong Kongers, have been living below the poverty line. Well, that sounds bad. But let's check. Let's go back to the original data. We immediately see that the press repeatedly uses the phrase below the poverty line, which is universally accepted as a daily sum of $1.90 in US currency. But the truth is that our community gives itself a much harder target, defining the poor as anyone who earns less than half the median income. Now, a couple with 2 kids earns more than 40,000 Hong Kong dollars a month. So our poverty line is 21,000 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 2,700 US for a small family. Now, the figure of 1.65 million people that the media chose for their headlines actually refers to the theoretical number of Hong Kongers whose income would be less than 50% of the median if Hong Kong was a place with no welfare system or interventions. But of course it isn't. We've had a welfare system for decades. So what's the real story? This is it. In the middle of a huge recession, our community lifted 1.099 million people out of poverty. Well done, Hong Kong. On the negative side, Poverty Commission people say we have much more work to do, so they're going to steer more resources towards the big issues, including housing, youth issues, and the elderly. The media has a narrative in its head of Hong Kong as a cruel, poor, unhappy, dying place, but I really don't think it's true. I think it's one of the coolest communities on earth. Sometimes I wish correspondents would just step outside and look around. 谁人是我心里至愛生命之主